Wow, welcome aboard. Well, not aboard because I'm not aboard, am I? I'm on the land. But there she is, finally. It's a bit of a gloomy day, I think. There's no rain anyway, but at least I'll be able to show you the boat today. Here it is. It's as we've said before, it's a Newbridge Ventura. It's got a junk rig. I think it's 22 foot long. As you can see, we're in the autumn now. There's a lot of leaves falling down and we've got quite a bit of greeny, mucky stuff all over the boat, so it needs a jolly good clean. But it's looking good. Registration numbers A195. I've checked that and we have re-registered it with the Norfolk Broads Authority. So it is now official. We've insured it. So if anything happens to it, we're covered. So things are looking good. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the back of the boat, shall we? Well, I think I'm going to be spending the next couple of days just clearing all the leaves out of it. It's absolutely covered in leaves and green slime, so we can give it a good wash. Look, it's actually come with a mop. I don't know if you can see the mop on the other side, but it comes with a mop. Everything else, there's a thingy there to put the life buoy on. As I say, everything seems to be there. There's a nice fender at the back and a ladder to get it on and off with, which is good. Fenders down the side. So it's all looking good, isn't it? Let's have a look how it's tied on, because I've never tied a boat up before on a dock. So let's just have a look to see how they've done it, shall we? Oh yeah, we've got a fender thing on the front there, which obviously stops the boat bumping into the lump of wood. And there's two tie ropes. One goes that way and one goes that way. Must remember that. It's good actually doing lights like it, so I can actually refer to this later on. And then there's also one that comes from the front there and goes to the side down there. So I presume that, oh yeah, that stops it from going forward. That's clever, isn't it? And then we've got another rope here that goes all the way to the back of the boat, which I presume that would bring the boat away from the walkway on the other side. And if I can see down there, there's actually a sort of looks like a bit of an inner tube, rubber tube there, so it gives a little bit of spring. So that's a good idea, isn't it? Anyway, so that's how we tie it up. So as long as I remember that, I won't be able to go far wrong for that, will I? Right, let's have a look. There is the junk rig sail. Look, goes way. My God, doesn't it go up a long way? And them two ropes coming down there. I've checked on that book that I showed you the other day. They're called lazy jacks, which they support the back of the junk rig. Now, there's one thing I was going to check that somebody asked me was, does the mast fold? Well, I'm hoping it does, but we're going to have a look, shall we? Well, we're up here at the front of the mast, so let's just have a look. Well, there's a winch type thing down here, so I presume it does fold. I don't think today, I haven't got enough, I'm not going to take the sail up, but let's just have a look in here to see if there is somewhere where it can let's just undo this rope here, which obviously has oh yeah, look at that. Look, there's a hinge there. Wow. So obviously the mast will hinge down from that point, which, mind you, this is still quite high up, isn't it? It doesn't actually fold from the deck side down there. It actually folds from there. So what I'm going to have to do is actually measure that point to the water, because that'll tell me what bridges I can get under. But I've got a feeling, I don't know, it's going to be at least 9 feet, I would have thought. Anyway, that's something to look at later, isn't it? Hopefully tomorrow, if the weather's nice, I'm going to put the sail up, as long as there's no wind, because I don't want to take it out to sea, but I just like to see the sail go up and have a look at all these bits of rope, because there literally are hundreds of bits of rope attached to it, and it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Right, we're at the front now, and there's a little hatch there, so I presume that's where you keep the anchor. Well, not the anchor, is it? It's called a mud weight. I don't know if I've got any in there, so let's go and check, shall we? We'll just take those ropes off and we'll have a look in there and see what a mud weight is. Right, here we are, so let's go and see if we can find this this mud weight. Right, so let's have a look down here now, shall we? Oh yes, there's loads of bits in here. Let's see what we can find. Look, there's a nice rope there. There's some rope in here. And some chain. Look at that. Oh my God. I presume that's what they call a mud weight. It looks like we've got two. Just 1 second, we're just going to have another look down. Oh! Oh yeah, that one's not as heavy as the other one. It's more like a cannonball, that one. But it's got a nice hooky thing on there, so I'm not sure what you do with that. Is there any water? No, there's no water line in there, so that's very good, isn't it? Hey, that is absolutely brilliant. Right, let's just drop that one back in there. That's the small one, so we'll put that at the bottom. There's a rope there, and yeah, I think I might be using the little one. It's not as heavy as this thing at my age. Right, let's go. Let's put that back in there like that. Right, okay. Righty-o, let's put this back in here then. Put the rope back in. I think what I'm going to do while I'm here is I'm going to get a cloth and I think just clean round that edge there. Don't you think so? I think that would be a good idea. Look, we found a bucket and all the bits and pieces. It was all in a locker, so that's handy, wasn't it? So let's get some water. Well, I suppose that's one thing. Beauty of being in a boat. There's always water available, isn't there? Oh, how does one get water? Let's clean that all off there, shall we? Should have thought. I was going to say something horrible then. Better not, just in case the wife's watching. I was going to say I should have brought the wife with me, but not a good idea to say that, was it? There we go. 22-foot boat. I've already cleaned 2 foot of it. Not bad, eh? Let's keep going. Oh, let me do that bit under the rope. Look at that. Right. Well, at least we know we don't have an anchor, but we do have a what they call a mud weight, which is good, isn't it? So we've got a good weight, but no anchor. But don't worry about that. Right, let's tie this back up again. Put that rope back on, which was this one here. That one goes there. This one will go around here, and we'll tie that up. Tie that up. I'm not sure about all these knots, but I'll show you in a minute. The chap's actually left me a book in there, in the boat, on how to tie knots. So you never know, we might do a video on knot tying. Be a laugh, wouldn't it? Let's tie me up in knots. Well, that goes in there, and then we just pull the boat to the back, put that in there. Look at that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.